Hello, welcome to AJ Tarot. This is going to be a general reading for the sign of Taurus. So if you have Taurus in your sun, moon, rising, or any planet or placement in your chart, this reading could be for you. This reading may or may not resonate with you, so do not force it to resonate if it doesn't resonate. If it does resonate, it may resonate with one or multiple aspects of your life, basically. So that can include energy around yourself, energy around another person, or just the overall energy in your environment. This reading can resonate with past, present, or future. So keep that in mind. If it resonates for the future, just keep in mind that doesn't necessarily, it's not a prediction of the future, it's just a likely outcome based on the cards that come before it. Excuse me. So this will be for Taurus. Let's see what's going on for the Taurus CCs. This reading is taking place during mid-February of 2023, if that is important to anybody. So let's see what's going on for Taurus. I'm using my laptop as a surface right now. I don't know why, I just prefer doing readings right here. So I'm using my laptop. That is way too many cards. Whoa. Okay, let's give it one more shuffle. What's going on for Taurus? Who needs to know what? As it relates to Taurus. The moon. Oh, and I'm going to read the cards right side up. It's just the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and I'm sort of just making the decision to read them right side up because I feel like when it's not like that, I get anyway. So far we have the moon for Taurus. Some of you might be dealing with a Cancer or Pisces sign, perhaps, or you might have Cancer, Pisces somewhere in your chart. Sorry, one moment. I like to wait for one card at a time to fall out. That's just how I... That's how I like to do it. All right, Ten of Wands. All right, so far, let's see, for the Taurus that I am reading for. Okay, so, with the moon and the Ten of Wands, I see sort of like a... That was weird. My Siri just went off. Okay, so I see something along the lines of preparing for or expecting or worrying about the worst. Something along the lines of thinking the worst and preparing for the worst in a situation that is very doesn't have enough pieces to make some sort of call toward. And you might be worrying that what is revealed could be like whatever worst possible explanation could be. And that's just what I'm seeing so far. And on top of that, I feel like the Taurus that I'm reading for has a sense that it's true. I feel like the Taurus that I am reading for is really convinced that it is the case. That's kind of all I can see so far, but I have a feeling that there's more to consider than the worst thing possible, which is, it's natural for a lot of us to kind of assume the worst or whatever. It's, instinctual if you think about it that way, but let's see, this might not necessarily be necessary for this time. Too many cards. It's almost like the person I'm rooting for, I feel as though you are nervous about looking at something, or looking at something you saw, or looking at something you should see. And some of you might feel as though you're in denial, or you're trying to go through the steps necessary to be able to digest or process the present or the situation. Maybe a lot of you understand that there is a coming to terms energy that needs to be worked on and found. And for some of you, or for some of you with that message as well, that it might relate to the preparation of, like, the dooming preparation for doomsday, if I may, in a dramatic sense. That could be, I'm getting a lot of overthinking. Okay. Yeah. Oh, excuse me, this is not, I made a mistake this whole time. This is not the Ten of Wands, this is the Nine of Wands. Whoa. And this is the Nine of Swords. So, okay, Taurus, it might be very easy to go to immediately what is going to be the most self-sabotaging thing to think about, even if you don't do it. And thinking about it, or thinking about it and doing it, or whatever combination, is really, like, not okay for the state of mind you should be in during this time, for whatever reason. Okay. All right. 20% battery warning. All right. So Taurus. Ooh. Taurus, the Taurus I'm speaking to might feel as though they are in a position where they just have to not feel comfortable, safe, or at home, or something they should be planning for that requires not being at home, or something like that. This could very well be like a this could very well be a security issue. Some of you might have a guilty conscience. If I don't do enough, or if I don't show enough, then I'm not going to get enough back, maybe. or maybe you're feeling as though, I feel like this is a guilty conscience thing. I feel like the Taurus that I'm reading for is thinking about something that might not necessarily be that serious involving them, but they're internalizing it in a way that they're convincing themselves, or you're convincing yourself that like it's like something that you could be responsible for, when that might not even be the case, or if it is the case, then it might not be a big deal. Like, you know, if you fucking spill a glass of water, you're responsible for cleaning it up. It's not that serious, right? So, you know, that might be extreme, kind of maybe an extreme analogy, but if there is a worst case scenario in this reading, I see it as something that's not that serious. But best case scenario, I see it as something that you're like, it's almost like you're doubting the fact that you're moving forward correctly, and thinking about too much, preparing for too much, or just being paranoid. I feel like you're being very paranoid. I feel like it's having a really obvious effect on even your day-to-day. This could involve thoughts or mental state that is so intense that it interferes with your progression. Ooh, I don't know why that. I feel really. Excuse me. Oh my God. Okay. So I think this could be a time, Taurus, where I think this could be a time where you could be realizing maybe you're spreading yourself too thin in terms of, I honestly feel like in terms of like your work. Oops, I didn't read this up. Yeah, I was supposed to be right side up, whatever. In terms of your work, possessions, passions, income, reality, whatever, materials, and deserving to, like, you're not like all of the trouble that you are preparing for the most part, for most of you, is not worth your time and skills and energy. And if you're spreading yourself too thin, or if this is a result of taking on more than you might have realized that you can, then this could be the sign to like maybe rethink or reassess or something like that. Like, you know, adjusting because something is not working out the way it should, or that you want it to, is okay. And it's for some, I feel like for a lot of people this can be sort of damaging to your ego, but it's not. I feel like the person I'm reading for doesn't really have that issue necessarily. So you're good. Taurus, I would say that for the Taurus I'm reading for, the advice is to take back a little right now from spreading yourself too thin. Just for this moment, for some reason. I hope that some of you enjoyed that. I hope that resonated with some of y'all. And thanks for watching. Bye.